Director Denis Villeneuve, if I mispronounced the name, I apologize. His take of Dune was exceptionally very good after it was released in theaters and on streaming at the same time. And I've just seen the brand new second half of this installment in Dune Part 2, now playing in theaters. But is it as good as the critics say it is? Because this film's got a much better response over its predecessor. Or is this one just completely worthy to be fed to the sandworms? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Bad Days Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doal, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the just now released epic sci-fi flick Dune Part 2, released by Warner Bros. Along with Legendary, directed and co-produced by Denis Villeneuve, who co-wrote the screenplay with John Spites. If I mispronounced that, I apologize. It's a sequel to the 2021 Dune film, which of course on screen is credited as Dune Part 1. The second of the two-part adaptation of the 1965 novel by Frank Herbert. It follows Paul Atreides as he unites with the Fremen people of the desert planet Arrakis to wage war against House Harkonnen. Now, before I start, if you have not seen my spoiler-free review of its predecessor, click on that card there and it'll take you to my review of it that I did when it came out in 2001 in case you might have missed it, or see it again if you'd like. Because I decided not to re-review the film. Okay, that should do it. Now then, the film has most of the cast from the previous film back, including Timothee Chalamet as Paul Atreides, plus Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgard, Dave Bautista, Zendaya, Charlotte Rampling, and Javier Bardem. Plus Austin Butler, Florence Pugh, Christopher Walken, Leah Seydoux, and Sohaila Yacoub, if I mispronounced that name, I apologize, join in the group for this round. Anyway, now in the start, Princess Urulin Corino secretly journals that Paul Atreides may still be alive, while her father, Emperor Shaddam IV, is dispirited after promoting the fall of House Atreides. En route to Site Tiber on Arrakis, Stilgar's Fremen troops, including Paul and Lady Jessica, overcome a Harkonnen ambush. And at the site, suspicions arise about Jessica and Paul being spies, and though some Fremen have faith in them, believing in the prophecy of a mother and son bringing prosperity to Arrakis. And Stilgar informs Jessica their Reverend Mother is dying, convincing Jessica to replace her by drinking the water of life, a poison veil for males and the untrained. So she transmutes the poison, and by doing so survives and inherits the memories of every female ancestor in her lineage. But unbeknownst to anybody but her and Paul, Jessica is pregnant, and the water of life prematurely awakens her daughter's mind. Well, so everything starts going on and what have you. But that's all this story I'm going to give to you. If you want to know more, just watch the movie and what have you. This has received largely rave reviews from critics and what have you. Anyway, this film is sure to make it big. They're saying this may have a bigger opening than its predecessor. So we'll see what happens and what have you. Now then, the film's already currently is currently at 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, where it's already been certified fresh before it even came out. And that's a little 10 or 11% higher than its predecessor. And some reviews are considered one of the best sci-fi films ever. According to Rotten Tomatoes, they say visually and narratively epic, the film continues Denis Villeneuve's adaptation of the beloved sci-fi series in spectacular form. Yeah, I gotta say, it is really something. Even Christopher Nolan likened the film to The Empire Strikes Back, which was Villeneuve's favorite Star Wars film, as a matter of fact. The Telegraph gave it a pretty good review, saying Dune's loose endedness is one of its best qualities. Finding out what happens is secondary to just seeing it unfold. The Guardian said it was good too, saying Villeneuve's monumental adaptation expands its extraordinary world of shimmering strangeness. It's impossible to imagine anyone doing it better. And even one review from CNN said the film purports to show us a freedom struggle on an exotic and distant planet, but it tells the same old story of power as ever. That's understandable, though. Anywho, I think I really, really liked it. It has gotten a wee bit of mixed and negative response, but it's gotten more positive than that. Now, I think the film's story is exceptionally really good, and I do like the effects and what have you. So incredible and what have you, especially with some of well, the heroes and what have you riding on the sandworms. Really something, and I really thought that was awesome. Hans Zimmer is back on board to do the score for the film, and it's epic as well. So anyway, I really didn't have much of a problem with the film, even though the ending might have been a little, well, I won't get on that detail. That's just a slight negative. But however, if this, I got a feeling this film will do well, and they will and possibly conclude the story in a third film, which will be based on the second novel in the Dune series called Dune Messiah. So we'll see what happens. But now, just recently, Hans Zimmer revealed he was already writing music for a third film after Villeneuve came in and wordlessly put Dune Messiah on his disc. Well, and Villeneuve said the script was almost finished, but also said he doesn't want to rush it, citing Hollywood's tendency of focusing on release dates over a film's overall quality. I will say that is a good solution, considering I was rather upset that they postponed it from its former November release because of those con picking strikes. But well, that's water under the bridge now. So I am gonna say this film is just epic and what have you. The film's 165 minutes long, which that's 10 minutes more than its predecessor. But nevertheless, I found that to still be pretty good. I liked how it goes from one thing to another, but picks up a lot of speed in the pacing department, or something like that. Now, as for our cast, Timothee Chalamet is back as Paul Atreides. He's good, just like before. Zendaya returns as Shani. Very good. Rebecca Ferguson is Lady Jessica again. Uh, Josh Brolin is Gurney Halleck. I liked his performance. Dave Bautista as Glosu Raban Harkonnen. Very good. Let's see. And Stellan Skarsgard as Baron Harkonnen. And Javier Bardem, as Stilgar. He was good too. Now, also we have now as for the new cast members, we have Austin Butler as Floyd Ralta Harkonnen, very good. Florence Pugh as Princess Irulan, and Christopher Walken as Shaddam the Fourth, very good. Let's see. Um, Leah Sadu playing Lady Margot Finring, very good. And also Sohelia Yakub, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name, as Shashakli, a Fremen warrior and Chinese friend. I must admit, the cast is really good. I think it had lots of good, exceptionally good moments and what have you. I won't spill the beans to you on those because then it would ruin this review. But overall, I find Dune Part 2 to be even more spectacular and awesome. But I do think it's a little more intenser over its predecessor. But don't get me wrong, I liked the first part, but this one just took the cake. So overall, Dune Part 2 was very awesome. The cast was great, so were their characters. The score from Hans Zimmer was good. The story was good. The effects were good, etc., 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 etc. Enough said. So I would definitely recommend you go see this film. It's worth looking into. If you saw the first film, then you need to see this one. I know it may leave us hanging on by a thread in the end, but I got a feeling that we will get a third film. Though we'll see what happens, okay? So anyway, for my score, I give Dune Part 2 5 stars, which of course means on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10. Yes, for once, we finally get ourselves a very, very awesome film for 2024. And of course, this film topped my top films I want to see in the first half of this year, as a matter of fact. So that's awesome. So, what did you think of Dune Part 2? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time when I bring to you my February 2024 first time watches ranking. So, if you like this, consider checking out my reviews of these recent hit films with some of the cast members of this film. In the upper left hand corner is my spoiler free review of Timothee Chalamet's recent hit from last year, Wonka, which will be coming on Max very soon. In the upper right hand corner is my spoiler free review of last year's big hit, Oppenheimer, which Florence Pugh appeared in. Or if you would like, go to the bottom left hand corner and see my review of the original Dune from 1984. That film, of course, is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.